Yeah, cleaning up a case like a missed spot. So now the cops are bitter like a walk. Get her out to me, she can tell a lot. Give it a minute, she can see it now, you're hella caught. Sick and bit by bit, your plans are botched. Via Vivic who can kick you down a notch. Think you're clever, show her what you got. You never died before? Well, here's your shot.
You recorded this last night in the restaurant?
Yeah, Yana had the bright idea to go ghost hunting and we almost died.
Don't be so dramatic. How do we even know that was a ghost?
What about the CCTV? Have you checked that?
Yeah, I checked it this morning, but the SD card's corrupted.
It must be the ghost of the woman that died in the restaurant last time. Who else could it be?
Calm down, Nina. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Is this why Aunty Lee asked for the homicide records? I'm afraid I have bad news. I've checked, but couldn't find anything. Did you find anything?
I checked the back door like you asked, and seems like someone used a tool to loosen the door latch. No joke, sir. The door is quite heavy. This is one strong ghost.
If it's really a ghost, there's nothing much I can do. Until that can be proven, however, I'll be treating this as a break-in.
Wait, you mean there was an actual person in the restaurant yesterday?
Maybe. We don't know enough yet. In the meantime, please replace the locks on your back door.
Thank you, Atian.
Yeah.
So, we are the 4th unit with a blackout in Bukit Tinggi this week.
Yes.
2 in this row alone.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Nina, you were supposed to pass the food to Mr. and Mrs. Liu. Why didn't you? Madhya, what happened to you? Hey.
Mr. Liu. He's gone.
Gone? Gone where? Kusmaga. Dia mati? How? He was just here yesterday.
I went to the shop to give the food to Mr. and Mrs. Liu. And Mrs. Liu was sitting inside, packing and crying. She said there was a blackout in the shop last night. Mr. Liu wanted to go downstairs to the breaker box to fix it. Mrs. Liu told him to leave it till the morning, but he insisted on fixing it himself. After a while, he didn't come back up. So she went down to look for him.
How did he die?
He was electrocuted. I'll be fine, Mom. I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah, okay. You go upstairs and you rest today, okay? I'll see you at home tonight.
Thank you, Mom.
Sir, it seems Mr. Liu from 36 Crepuscule Road had the accident this morning. He was electrocuted trying to fix a breaker box. Didn't make it.
Was this from the same blackout at Aunty Lee's?
It's being checked now, but looks like it. Sir, I know what you say about facts.
Naren.
You saw the facts yourself this morning. Something clearly disturbed the two ladies at Aunty Lee.
Or someone. Have you ever heard of a ghost that needed to break into a house?
Nothing was stolen. Who breaks in for fun?
Naren, I might not have been in the force as long as you, but I know one thing. People are a lot more scary than ghosts. We should be looking into people, not ghosts. Speaking of people, take a look into this guy. I want to know everything about him.
A suspect, sir?
No. A tip-off from a reliable source.
That's quite scary, isn't it? Somebody breaking into Aunty Lee's.
I don't know what's scarier, a ghost or an intruder.
Well, I'm glad you're staying with me then. At least I know you're safe.
I was speaking to Stephanie the other day.
Stephanie?
You know the one heading Empower Youth, that social enterprise for youths?
What about her?
She's starting a new social media campaign and looking for an ambassador. So I thought maybe you could help her out.
Well, I don't know. I'm quite busy these days.
Please. It would mean the world to her. Plus, it's also good for your PR.
Well, since you in no way twisted my arm, I'll do it.
Yay. Hashtag perks of dating in NMP.
I replaced the glass. Is that okay?
Am I doing the right thing, Nina? Closing down ALD?
What do you mean?
I just keep thinking back to how ML got all that money to start up the restaurant in the first place. I wish I spoke more to ML about his company back when he was around. I might know more.
Mom, sir never talked about the business. It's not your fault. No one knew anything.
I'm his wife. I should know more, right? I mean, how could I have been okay with being kept in the dark like that?
What about his old office stuff? There were some documents and things we kept into the storeroom. Maybe there's something there?
Like his old business phone.
Mom,
Yeah,
are you okay?
I'm fine. It's just... I haven't touched any of his stuff since the funeral.
We can do this another time if you
Oh,
like.
no. No, it's okay. I'm ready.
I didn't realize sir kept so many notebooks.
Yeah, he was always writing in one. Insisted that pen and paper would never fail him. That they would remain long after he was gone. I guess he was right.
Found it.
Ah, yes. And of course, it's password protected lah.
Do you remember sir's password?
I can't even remember my own bank PIN number lah. So, you know what? Maybe pass it to Yana. Let her dig around, see if she can unlock it, okay? She's better at this kind of thing anyway. Huh. Okay. Salim, why so secretive?
This is very irregular, Aunty Lee. Me meeting you here, be thankful that
You
I...
found something out, didn't you? Spill the tea, like Yana always likes to say.
I checked with the Singapore Land Ministry and found that Hui has lodged multiple caveats against the Bukit Tinggi shophouses over the years.
Caveats?
He's been attempting to block the sale of these shophouses on the claims that these properties are ancestral. Of course, SLM has rejected all his claims.
Okay, it's very interesting, but why call me all the way out here to tell me that? Couldn't you just have told me that at the restaurant?
I shouldn't be telling you this, but we also have multiple records of complaints against Hui for harassing past owners in that row of shophouses.
Oh, so are you going to arrest him?
Let's not jump to conclusions, all right? I'm just telling you the facts. Just because Hui had some issues with the law in the past doesn't make him the culprit.
Ah, so we have suspicions about him, but no actual evidence on him. I see.
Oh, no, Aunty Lee, please don't get any funny ideas, okay? Be reminded you are not the police. So don't try anything funny.
Of course not. I would never. Please lah. But there's a reason why you're telling me all this, right?
He'll just run if we go after him. So we'll have to make him come to us instead. So...
Relax, Mark. You got this. You're cool. Everything's gonna be just fine. Mr. Kui!
Mark?
Thank you for coming, Mr. Kui.
I didn't expect you to ring so soon. Your mother not around?
Oh, No, no, she isn't. When marketing. I thought about what you said before, and I think it's a good idea to sell the unit now.
You're a smart man, Mark. Old people like to hold on to sentimental things, and they let these golden opportunities pass them by. Now's the right time to sell. We just need to make them understand.
You're right, Mr. Kui. My mother can be so stubborn sometimes. This time, though, I think I've managed to get her to come around.
Good. Let's get things moving, shall we?
Mr. Kui, my mother isn't fully convinced yet. Perhaps if you could talk some sense into her, maybe we can get her signature and get the whole process started.
You know what? Today is your lucky day. I actually already have some interested parties inquiring about this unit. Why don't I go back and get an offer letter out and a deposit as well? That deposit check should help give your mother the final push.
The new Empower Youth Sports Center. Get active, stay healthy, and make time for what really matters.
Very cute. It's a good video. Very inspirational.
Oh, I'm so not a social media person. I look so silly.
Hey, but that's what works. It's good to look relatable now and then, so you have to look a bit silly from time to time. Wow, 100K views already, and the comments are pretty good, you know. OMG Slay, he gets it. Wow, this one NMP, give me more motivation to watch
stop
Parliament.
it, stop it.
Wow, someone's getting popular. Thought you left those days behind you already with your badminton.
Don't tell me you're jealous. Well, if you really want, we can do a video together. Let's see what's the latest trend from in 60. The cowboy.
Cowboy?
Wait, it's the
Okay, stop.
Mark, I've told you time and time again, the restaurant needs to go. You can't be so stubborn anymore. Mr. Kui, you're finally here. Come, sit. Let's do this before my mother changes her mind again. Are the forms ready?
Yes.
We have a guest. We must get him something to drink.
No, I'm good. Thank you. I just had lunch.
Mr. Kui, if you have the papers ready, let's quickly get down to it.
Of course. I have them right here. Yeah. Have a quick look. The numbers may be a bit lower than expected, but I promise you, this is the best deal you can get. With what's happening around here, the numbers are only going to get worse. Well, if you could sign here and here, we can start the sales proceedings straight away.
Here, Mr. Kui, have some tea. It's on the house.
Thank you. Please sign here and here to finalize the deal.
Don't worry. There's no rush. With all the time in the world, please have your tea. It's good, isn't it? It's a special blend of seitauken and chamomile. When you drink it, it's supposed to make you feel very relaxed. Do you feel relaxed, Mr. Kui?
I tell you what, I'll come back later after you've signed the forms.
Hey, lunch is here. You okay?
I just got off the phone with Matthias.
Minister Matthias Go.
He said he saw the ad.
And what do you think?
He loved it. I was so afraid that he thought I made a fool out of myself, but he didn't.
I told you, of course he didn't.
That's not all, Cherril. He said I made such an impact, especially on the youth. He wants me to consider taking up a position as head of the youth wing in the party.
I found it suspicious the other day when my customers complained that my food was bad. It's all right. Turns out my umami powder had been tampered with. Never in all my years in the kitchen have I ever let an ingredient spoil or go to waste.
What does that have to do with me?
This look familiar? I found it under the counter.
Nope, never see before.
This was never just about a property agent's commission, was it, Mr. Kui? You've been canvassing this whole row of shophouses for many years. You know, your surname actually rang a bell from the start, but I just couldn't place it. Until I remembered all the stories my Aunt Mariam used to tell us about the Yao Kuis.
Why these shop houses? What's so special about this road?
Back before World War II, there was this very wealthy man who owned this entire row of shophouses. But when the Japanese took over, he lost them. And he never got them back, even after the war. He was so broken that he ended up taking his own life. From then, his son and grandson have been trying their best to buy back all these shophouses, but they never succeeded. Funny enough, their surname was also Kui. Mr. Kui here is the grandson. Oh, the Kuis have been at this for many years. His father, he tried everything. Intimidation, outright fraud even, to try and get the shophouses back. And Mr. Kui, well, he took it one step further, right? He decided to start a supernatural hoax to scare people into selling to him.
So, is it true?
Of course not. It's complete
You
nonsense.
should just come clean, Mr. Kui. We know it was you.
Stop! Stop!
So, Mr. Kui, were you involved in the break-in here at Aunty Lee's 2 nights ago?
No comment.
How about the blackout that night?
No comment.
You know, Mr. Kui, we've recovered some fingerprints from the renovation site at Unit 35, and we have a complaint of criminal intimidation from Unit 36. That's strong enough to start a case against you. It would help you a lot to cooperate with us.
Mr. Kui, being difficult with us is only going to make your situation worse.
This has nothing to do with
What
me.
do you mean this has nothing to do with you? You killed a man, did you know that? A man died because of the silly tricks you've been playing.
Calm down, sir.
I planted speakers in all the shop houses. But when I was in Aunty Lee's, I thought I could do more damage by sabotaging the food as well.
It's just a circuit breaker.
But these two girls, they didn't leave after the restaurant locked up. I didn't mean to kill him. I was just trying to scare him into selling.
Stand up. You're going to give us a full statement back at the station.
Okay, so I finally managed to unlock the phone. What are we looking for?
I don't know, but I guess we'll know when we find it.
Should we check his call log?
Okay.
Chai what? Oh, who is Chai what?
I've never heard of him. But it's strange that ML called him so many times, even around the time just before he passed.
Should we try calling?
Let's give it a shot.
you dialed is not in service.
Now we're back to square one. So, we have his name, but we have no information about him.
Found him.
Huh? Who? Chai what?
Yeah. There are like only 5 chai huats on your book.
Let's start digging.
Look at this. The ghostly property agent. Mr. Kui has been arrested on charges of breaking and entering and misdemeanor amongst other charges.
Wow, that was fast. The case just wrapped. It's already on the news.
That's not all. The shophouses he wrongfully gained will be sold by members of his family to settle his upcoming lawsuits.
I called it from the start. There's no such thing as ghosts.
I remember someone screaming just as loud that night. Just because Mr. Kui faked the hauntings doesn't mean that all my past experiences were fake, okay?
Just so happy I can finally sleep at night.
You mean no more sleeping at Noel's place?
Nothing happened. I swear.
No, Nida, you are not doing this again.
No.
It's nothing. It's just a real mother and her real baby.
Next time, investigate first before we start praying, okay?
Noel, hi. Cherril says you have a surprise for us.
Oh, I just received an offer from Minister Mathiasco to join his party as head of his youth wing.
Wow. Little Noel is now a minister.
No, not a minister. Yet. I'm just heading the youth wing.
Treat.
Okay, listen up everyone. Dessert's on me, my treat.
Come, sit down. So exciting.
Everyone deserves to have somebody who loves them. There's this app called Soulmate Connect. You can get an account also. So easy.
Wow, so many questions. I think it's too much for me.
No, it's not. All you need is a photo and some clever answers. I can help you. But the real question is, do you want someone that you can share your life with? A friend, soulmate,